first play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here we are. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 35. Mike 35.
Murray now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 79 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3, and the Chargers first down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Right back to him on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got it. And he's brought down. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He will return this from deep in the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out, because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here we go. Here we go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Carlson is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
Come on, Eric. Come on.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
That's one. 57, Mike 57. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 57 to Mike. Big Ace. 57 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2nd down and goal. Murray being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
57, Mike 57.
Here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. The slot man in motion right. Play action. It's Herbert. And the catch made by Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
After the turnover, here's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Johnson, the man in motion right. From just shy of midfield, Herbert throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. In motion right, here comes Johnson. On first down, it's Herbert.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Again, Herbert.
That one complete downfield to Johnson.
Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, it's Jenkins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Jenkins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Johnson, the man in motion right. On 2nd down now. It's Jenkins, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Jenkins. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send a receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But That being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st down, Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. ETN is in. Touchdown 49ers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jenkins, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Finding Walker, complete. Finding space at the 40, the 30, 10, 5. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Up the middle they go. Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Herbert on 1st down now. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 43. Sponge. No.
Play fake. Murray. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 27.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Herbert. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
We play to win. Like, 1, 2, 27, come on.
Now Murray again. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts.
Like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? We'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, Cummins, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run on first down. It's Jenkins, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
I got you, pump. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. That's right, baby.
Now a give, right side. Jenkins. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard